Summer of Suffering, Fight 3. A very good and interesting and fun fight, but awfully built trash AI ruins it. Hi, we're going to look at some options, also look at the general rotation of this fight. I'm going to throw some footage up at some point. Very tricky fight in some places, but there are some kind of interesting counters around it. One thing to note with Photon is that she is a Miss champion, so having some Miss counter-based champions or champions that interact with it can be relatively fun. The team that I used for this was Spider-Ham for the Spider-Verse one, which I don't know if I recommend. We'll cover that in a second. Mega Sentinel trying to rotate around tracking to get the miss counter was a bit tricky at times because of the way the AI is. And the third champion I used was Bullseye. That is actually probably my favorite one. But again, Wonky AI is not great. I think that Kabam made a bit of a boo-boo in putting Photon on, especially how the champion seems to interact with her Flabbergasted. As you have to hit the champion in the light attack, because the champion therefore is going to be in a block stance a little bit more frequently, it's always difficult because you always have to hit them in the block. And I'm finding that the AI, so the defender, is coming out of that block and is intercepting you. And here's the thing, you have to do it in order to reduce down your power. In a nutshell, to kind of explain the counters for this, let's go over the info. Energetic overconfidence, the attacker's combat rate is reduced to 0, but the attacker generates 15% of a bar of power per second. Whenever the attacker gains 3 bars of power, you get damage. Stage fright. After the defender uses a special attack, a 15-second timer. So basically, you can't throw too many special attacks because you get direct damaged and like that. I think Spider-Ham might interact with that, but I'm from what I found, it was like sometimes it did. Yeah, I think it did. Sometimes it didn't with it. Anyway, because it's passive direct damage and not the degeneration debuff. Anyway, Langer. So if you are whenever the power drains to 0, dead. And Flabbergasted is your interaction node to help yourself out, hit into the block with a light attack, and you're able to get the Petrify on. Don't do it so frequently, because if you get more Petrifies on you, you are, again... So basically, in a nutshell, do anything in this game, or do it in this fight, you're done for. How I've kind of like broken this down to a kind of quick 3 sentences is the following, which is... You get a power gain buff building power quickly. You will need to throw special attacks sparingly as go to 0. I'm going to change that as bad English there. Go to 0 power. You dared. Hit Photon, block with light attack to get petrified. Don't do it much. Don't do it too much, or you go to 0 power. And I'm going to put quicker. That's the key, kind of easiest way to say it, because I could say like, oh, if you hit more than one special attack in a quick succession, you're but you kind of get the gist with what I'm trying to say here and what I'm trying to showcase. So what are your options for it? Right, you need first of all, skill. I don't know if obviously not everyone's going to get all 3 of them, but skill-wise, skills and then tags and then mediums. Your options are very good. I think that if you play it well, you can do Zemo. I use Bullseye because he's my rank 3. I would have used Nick Fury, but I found that because Bullseye has access to quick... Well, no, I suppose Nick Fury's on a similar, balanced level of being helpful for this, because you can deal with Miss Champions at 5 tactical charges. Falcon can be used as well for this. This is... I'm even hearing people rating Patriot. Now, I haven't really rated Patriot. I suppose it's the vigilance buff with this. I am coming to a point where there is just so many champions now. I'm trying to remember. I'm going to have to put together like a big cheat sheet of every single champion with at least like 3 lines, or kind of like have something that kind of says, oh, this has this, this has this, just so I can remember a lot of these champions. Anyway, yeah, so I guess it's with Vigilance, because Vigilance is able to, if I click on it, attacks cannot miss. Same way that Cosmic Ghost Rider does, but I wouldn't... Would I say about just a general clear Cosmic Ghost Rider? Don't know, possibly. I've put down for general clear a Mega Sentinel, Human Torch, Hercules, and Nick Fury, but it's up to you who you feel you want to use with this. Because people might say, Rich, why aren't you doing 9.1 coverage? I will get to it. I'll probably figure it out as being tomorrow's stuff, but I just wanted to cover this in the side quest today, so I can maybe focus on some other stuff tomorrow, because, you know, there's other stuff I want to do. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. Yeah, Patriot could work. I think I've put Patriot down. Misty Knight can work in this one, but... Oh, a Moon Dragon as well. Yeah, Shang-Chi might be a good option as well for that. It does boil down to like what you got in your roster. What you got, skill and medium size in order to take down enemies. You know, what you got. If you got something like that, then go for it. When it comes to like other champions as well, because your next tags are going to be 2022. I think everyone gets 2022. If not, I'll cover the other one in a minute. What's the year's 2022, and those there. Valkyrie and outside usage. Is Misty Knight medium as well? Did I get no? Misty Knight is. I'll probably put that in the wrong one, and that's the 2022 one. And she is a medium. No, she's probably a small, isn't she? She's a small. Sorry, I will update my spreadsheet whilst before it goes live to put Misty Knight down in the category for 2022. Assuming Shang-Chi is medium size. Anyway, Misty Knight. I'm not too much of a fan of her, to be honest. Like, each to their own with what they like and what they feel it's good to rotate with. Atuma. Well, wouldn't Atuma... I don't know. Atuma might shrug off that Petrify, which would be a problem because you need the Petrify on to bring down your power with it. All the other champions, Black Cat works for this. Mantis, haven't tried her, probably works relatively well for this. The other, sorry, we're in the wrong. We're not in all of them, are we? Yeah, Mega Sentinel. I like Gallon's a bit of a difficult one, I think, for that. Would you want to do Gallon with it? Don't know, man. There's too much of a need to rotate with him around certain things. Look. Hulkling, if you got it, a lot of people have Hulkling, very effective. Scorpion as well, very effective for this fight. We're putting power stings on. We are, just... Can we do it? I think we could do like a miscounter. Can we do miscounter with him? No, I can. I thought for a moment that he could counter miss, but maybe I was thinking of somebody else. Anyway, he is... he's there as I think it's a 2022. Was it Spider-Verse? No, it's 2022. Okay, fine. Yeah, and then when it comes to like the Spider-Verse side of things, a lot of people are going with Spider-Punk for this. Silkworks, Spider-Ham I used, but whatever you've got available, I think, Spider-Verse wise, it's either going to be throw everything at it, see what you do. It might be a revive. If it is a revive fest, then do remember you can save up. Revives, you can get 15 level 2 revives, 14 level 1 revives from Apothecary solo events. So at least tops you up to about 29 attempts if you're not so skilled. Look, there are people out there that aren't going to be, the 1% of the community that are able to do this, or indeed the AI basically just lets everything down, as I think a lot of us know. I've seen plenty of people today after this fight going, what is the AI doing? And I think that Caban made a mistake with some of the node configurations based on... Because you have to hit the champion into the block, the light attack into the block to get the Petrify. As a result of doing that, the champion just seems to be like intercepting the heck out of you. There seems to be like a very slim or small block window to hit down your block. And I've been suffering from input issues today where I've been clicking on or pressing on the screen. It just hasn't been like working. And we haven't had a software update for iPad. And at the same time, I've reset the device multiple times. I've cooled it down. I don't know, man. Like, it's just the consistency just needs to be there. It's just great design fight. If it wasn't just for the way the AI just functions around it. Makes it worse because it's Photon, which is a bit tricky. But The issue is like you're just going into the champion, you're trying to do that light attack, get the petrify on, which you need to do, and either the AI is coming at you and it's doing nothing, which we need it to do nothing, or it's like just intercepting you all the time, and it's just, yeah, not so fun. But those have been my recommendations. Spider-Man Supreme, yeah, Silk works relatively well. I'm going to finish off some more, I think, added to the Spider-Verse before I put this out. So it should be when this video is out. Link in the description, and you can see this right here. But yeah, that's been it for the video. Thank you very much for watching. Check out some other content located on screen. Who do you use? You use anybody that was not in the list. And I'll see you all very soon as well. Bye-bye.